How do some people wake up at 5 a.m. every single day, hit the gym even when they don't feel like it, stay consistent with their goals, and never seem to break their routine? Is it motivation? Is it willpower? Or are they just born different? As someone who studies neuroplasticity, the science of how the brain rewires itself, I can tell you this: discipline is not a personality trait. It's not something you're born with. Discipline is a neural pattern, and patterns can be rewired. If you understand how your brain works, you can literally train it to crave discipline instead of avoiding it. Let's start with a powerful truth. Your brain is designed for efficiency, not success. It wants to save energy. Every time you repeat a behavior, whether it's procrastinating, scrolling social media, or skipping workouts, your brain strengthens the neural pathway associated with that behavior. The more you repeat it, the stronger and faster that pathway becomes. This is neuroplasticity in action. The brain wires what it fires. So if you constantly fire the "I'll do it later" circuit, that circuit becomes automatic. Over time, it feels natural. That's why breaking bad habits feels uncomfortable, because you're trying to weaken a pathway that has been reinforced hundreds or even thousands of times. Now here's the good news. The same mechanism that created your lack of discipline can create unstoppable discipline. When you repeatedly perform disciplined actions, even small ones, your brain begins building new neural pathways. At first, it feels difficult. That's because the pathway is weak, but repetition strengthens it. Think of it like carving a path through grass. The first time, it's hard. The 10th time, it's easier. The 100th time, it becomes the default route. That is exactly how discipline is formed in the brain. Most people fail because they rely on motivation. But motivation is emotional. It rises and falls. Discipline is structural. It's built through repetition and environmental design. Your brain responds strongly to cues and rewards. If you want to rewire yourself for discipline, you must control these two elements. First, reduce friction for good habits. If you want to work out, place your gym clothes where you can see them. If you want to study, remove distractions from your desk. Your brain follows the path of least resistance. Make disciplined behavior the easiest option. Second, understand dopamine properly. Dopamine is not the chemical of pleasure. It is the chemical of anticipation. When you scroll endlessly, your brain gets unpredictable dopamine spikes. That makes low-effort activities extremely addictive. To rewire your brain, you must shift dopamine toward effort-based rewards. Celebrate completion, not comfort. When you finish a task, take a moment to mentally acknowledge it. This strengthens the association between effort and reward. Over time, your brain begins to believe "I'm lazy" or "I lack discipline." You're not alone. Neuroscience shows that the brain protects consistency with self-image. If you believe "I'm lazy" or "I lack discipline," your brain will subconsciously act in ways that confirm that identity. But if you begin saying, "I am becoming disciplined," and then prove it with small actions, your neural networks start aligning with that belief. Identity-based habits are powerful because they reshape the brain at a deeper level. Every disciplined action becomes evidence for your new identity, and the brain loves consistency. Now let's talk about discomfort. Discipline feels uncomfortable in the beginning because you are activating the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and long-term thinking. This area requires energy. Meanwhile, your limbic system, which seeks immediate gratification, tries to pull you back into comfort. The battle between discipline and distraction is literally a battle between brain regions. But here's what's fascinating. The more you choose discipline, the stronger your prefrontal cortex becomes. Studies show that consistent self-control increases neural density in this region. In simple terms, every time you resist distraction, you are physically strengthening the part of your brain responsible for discipline. One powerful technique I recommend is the 5-minute rule. When your brain resists a task, commit to doing it for just 5 minutes. This reduces psychological resistance because your brain doesn't perceive it as a big threat. Once you start, momentum kicks in. Action reduces anxiety. Starting is always the hardest part because the brain fears uncertainty. But once engaged, neural circuits shift from avoidance to focus. Often, 5 minutes turn into 30. Sleep, exercise, and nutrition also play a major role in rewiring discipline. Chronic sleep deprivation weakens the prefrontal cortex and strengthens impulsive behavior. Physical exercise increases brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, which supports neuroplasticity. In simple words, exercise makes your brain more adaptable. If you want to rewire your habits faster, move your body regularly. You're not just training muscles, you're training your brain to change. Consistency is more important than intensity. Many people attempt extreme discipline for a few days, then crash. This creates a cycle of failure in the brain, reinforcing the belief that I can't stay consistent. Instead, choose small, repeatable actions. If you want to read daily, start with 5 pages. If you want to meditate, start with 3 minutes. Every repetition strengthens the circuit. Over weeks and months, these small actions compound into a disciplined identity. It's also important to understand that rewiring takes time. Neuroplastic changes do not happen overnight, but measurable changes in neural pathways can begin within weeks of consistent repetition. The key is not perfection, it is persistence. Miss a day? That's fine. Just don't miss twice. The brain learns from patterns, not isolated mistakes. Finally, remember this. Discipline is not about punishment, it's about alignment. When your daily actions align with your long-term goals, internal conflict decreases. The brain prefers harmony. The more aligned you become, the less resistance you feel. Over time, what once felt hard becomes automatic. You no longer fight yourself, you simply act. So if you truly want to rewire your brain for discipline, stop waiting for motivation. Design your environment. Shift your dopamine triggers. Build identity-based habits. Strengthen your prefrontal cortex through small acts of self-control. Move your body. Protect your sleep. Repeat consistently. Because every single disciplined action is not just a decision, it's a neurological investment in your future self. Your brain is not fixed, it is adaptable. And if you understand neuroplasticity, you realize something powerful. You are not stuck with your current habits. You are simply living the result of repeated neural patterns. Change the repetition, and you change the wiring. Change the wiring, and you change your life. Discipline is not something you find. It is something you build, one neural pathway at a time.